Hey guys, it's Rambo here. I hope you guys had a good weekend and already getting excited for what's going to be happening here Monday. Got four stocks I'm going to be taking a look at here: BBIG, SBET, MMAT, and ATER. We're starting off with BBIG here. We definitely had quite a big day Friday, and now we're looking at the daily chart here. Going off of my deviations, we're looking at we're at 767 right now, so we're way up here. What's concerning is very rarely does it get above this black line, and very rarely does it get below that black line. So obviously it does happen, but it's about 0.02% of the time. So it's very, very rare. But it has had that history, so that's something important to look at. But right off the bat at 773, it's only a couple cents away, so I would be a little nervous at the beginning at the bell, see what happens here. But obviously it depends on what happens pre-market also. What I do have for resistance lines is 773, 937, and 1163, and they go way back into the 20-year-old chart, so the monthly chart. So there's definitely room. If it hits and gets above 773, it could definitely be a really fun week to get into. If you're in it, have fun. Just be careful around 773. If it breaks that, again, great. But if it starts to dip down, then I'd be looking at support at 708, 659, and 611. Maybe the 930 dip if no one's in it and they want to get in this stock. A lot of hype around it right now. Those would be the areas that I would want to be looking to get into here on the 20-day 4-hour chart. Again, these are the resistance support lines that I'm looking at right here: 573, 611, 659, 708, and then 773 is the resistance here, and 937, 1163. Would be target points as far as BBIG is concerned. So that's it with BBIG. SBET, we'll take a look at the daily chart here. It finished at 691, so we're about right here, and we do have some resistance. And this is the means line too, so it's quite the average line, the average price for this whole chart here, and we're looking at 737. So that's going to be some pretty good resistance. These solid lines here are the major resistance deviation lines and support lines. The dotted ones are resistance, but they're not as difficult of a hurdle to get over. But usually when they do hit, we'll get a little bounce and then hopefully it breaks through. So but right here the big one is the 738 area. The next one would be around $9.22. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that in there for my homework. That's what we're looking at for SBET. Then 1018 would be another one that we would like to be concerned about here, and then probably 1105 would be another area that we would be looking at for some resistance also. And if it goes crazy, 1296 would 98% of the time it does not get above this red line right here. So matter of fact, just for fun, I'm going to put it in here. and that's where we're at with SBET. Again, we're kind of right in the middle of the support and resistance here. So I would like to see if it does get up to 731 and then see what happens, if it bounces or if it just crushes right through and gets to, now this is from the daily chart resistance, so I'm going to put one right here at 831 for the that was a 4 hour. This is the daily resistance, would be at 831. So we do have some resistances here. Support 642 and 549. Again, as crazy as the market is, you see hype and boom, it goes up and then comes down right away sometimes. So just be careful around these areas. If it gets above the 737 mark, that could get to be exciting, especially if it comes up and bounces and then comes back up. Then we're looking at 799, 831. So it's going to be quite the exciting day for SBET. And then we have MMAT. MMAT here on the daily chart. Let's see what we have here. We have some resistance at 452, and then we have some at 577 and 626 on the daily chart. We also have some support here also. Let's see, 427 is where we're at right now. We'll take a look at the 4 hour chart here. And again, 328 up to 379 is the support area. Again, we're at 427 right now. So easily 452 would be the first resistance. So again, the beginning of the day is going to be very important to see what happens. Pre-market, you will definitely want to keep a close eye on that and see where it's coming from. If let's say it comes up here and then cuts down through 491 back down to 492, just be careful at the bell. I have no idea what's going to happen. Some of these these stocks right here are really volatile. It's the only things that I trust is the charts. I've seen many hype stocks before get hyped up. Hey, this is going to go to 100% today, and it actually tanks. So I'm just letting you know what the support and resistance lines are here. 379 is support. 452 again. 491 from the monthly or from the daily resistance, and then 577 is a really big one because right here is the average price on this chart for the 180 days 4 hour chart. So 577 is a really big one. If it gets above that, and especially 626, I really don't see 702 being that big of a deal. Then we're looking at 828 area. That is something I'm going to put on the chart here just to have on here for my homework. The reason why, guys, that I do the daily, the year daily chart and then the 180 day 4 hour chart is because majority of the hedge funds, they have artificial intelligence. They have algorithms going that work for them, and it's a known fact that I'm not going to get into it, but those who make those algorithms are mostly have a base going off of the 1 year daily and the 180 day 4 hour chart. So these are actually very, very important prices, resistance and supports for the algorithms. So with that said, MMAT again, if they could really get above 452, it could be fun. It is coming from underneath the means line, so this is just the average price, guys. So if it gets above there, again, MMAT could have some fun this week also. And then one that I called out earlier Friday, ATER. I'm in this one right now from 595. I think I got in here. We're again just below the means line right now, but I called it out. I saw this big gap that it had to fill here on the 1 year daily chart. There's just that big gap. So I got all excited when I saw that come up on my scanner, and I quickly looked and saw that. And to me, I have a pretty high conviction here that we should maybe by the end of the week get into the 829 area. This is my target right here, 829 to 984. For those of you who want a longer swing, we're going to have a little bumpy ride here, probably around 1064 up to 1362. If it decides to start going that way, could be very interesting. We did break a downward resistance line here, and now the next one is at about 1659 to really have a good secure belief that it would be going up, but these are resistance lines right now also, even just for the the possibility that it gets up that high. I'm not saying it's going to get that high at all. It could very well come down back to the support at 417 287. But because of the condition that it's in with that gap here, I really do like to see 829 sometime this week. On the 4-hour chart, also we have again the resistance at 829, 984 up to 1375. On the 4-hour here, we have support at 417. We're right in between these deviations here. It broke right through that dotted line support, and we're looking like that we will probably at least get to the 829 range, which would be really nice. About that time, I'd be looking at maybe taking some profits or taking all of it out and leaving your original investment in, or vice versa. Take the profit. Take your investment out, leave the profits in. That is completely up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an old man looking at charts up in his bedroom in a dark corner here. So, with that said, I am just really excited about this week. There's a lot of really good positive possibilities that could come out to give us some money, and I just hope you guys are doing well. Please be careful. Remember, it's your money. Protect your money. Protect that profit, and especially protect your money if it's coming down. Get those stop losses in, guys, and be happy with that small loss versus being really depressed about a big loss. We want to stay away from those things. So with that said, you guys, again, have a good night, and we'll be seeing you later tomorrow morning. Moon Markets Discord, and we all get in, and I got my charts up. We got tons and tons of people in there making calls, just asking questions. I do Q&A on how to read charts, how to set things up, all kinds of stuff. So really looking forward to seeing you guys. If you like these videos, please, no big deal, just click on that little like button there, subscribe. That'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. And you guys, again, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.